what's up and welcome back to a brand new video. It's hard to believe that it's, judging by how dark it is outside, it's hard to believe that it's actually 4 o'clock in Sweden. And this is what it's like in the winter here. It gets dark super early and the sun goes up super late as well. Today I've been spending some time working on Parenter, which is this other app that I'm building, and I have been thus far just implementing some payments logic, because inside of the app you can also share donations to a particular class, for example. I can explain it all later. So I've been working on some logic in regards to that setup. But now we are going to hit the gym a little bit, get some work in, and then in the evening we're going to be working on some other things, a little bit of YouTube, etc. But yeah, let's get into the video and let's get into the weekend.
The orbit was too wide to calculate the azimuth. The journey was technically unexplainable, hazardous. Rise, young gods, all paths lead to Lazarus. The dry bones that lifted up from the valley dust. The prayers of the slaves are the wings that carry us.
So today I actually started this video on a Sunday because I've been quite busy with Black Friday this whole week. So we're actually hopping into an Arbeidsbutikken tomorrow that has a record number of orders. We're at 44 currently. To pack tomorrow, which is quite a lot to do. So that's going to be fun, and it's also quite an exciting thing that all of these Black Friday deals are really taking speed. Today I've been working on a couple of things. So first of all, I've been working on Parenter. So Parenter is this app that I'm building for someone else, and what I've been doing here is that this is what I watch to relax while I'm calling people surviving in the jungle. But if we look over here, I'm using actually Revenue Cat now, and I've implemented this all over the app so that we can track purchases, so that users can subscribe to premium and get, access to some other features. I've been using Revenue Cat, and they have a new feature called paywalls. It's super easy to use and it's very good. If you're using Revenue Cat to any capacity at all, definitely try paywalls. It's a very good way to just deal with payments. Then after this, I've been doing a little bit of YouTube. So your boy actually just launched a new video, which is quite interesting. So I'm typically ahead like a couple of weeks with these videos, which is good, I think. But also I'm going to start trying to put this out a little bit more regularly so we can have a bit more of a nicer flow. And second of all, I've been working on quite an interesting project. So this is something that I've been sticking to for a long time. A way of like categorizing how I do tasks, etc. And it's a process of like that I've been doing in a bullet journal. If you go back and watch any of my bullet journaling videos, you've seen this process. But it's a process where you set long-term goals, then you set yearly goals, then you set monthly goals, and then you set weekly goals, and then you tie tasks to all of those weekly goals. And that's a way to ensure that everything that you do and work on throughout the week is actually tied to a long-term goal, that it's not just something random that you're working on. So that's actually an app that I'm planning to be launching relatively soon. Probably not this video, but maybe in a future one. It's going to be linked down below. And yeah, that's going to be it for this Sunday. Quite a simple standard Sunday with just a lot of work, probably 10 or so hours. Now we're going to call it an end to the day and then get some rest so we can be packing all those Black Friday orders tomorrow. Ja, det är fett. Cyber Monday, yes sir. We are coming towards the end of, like Vidar said, Cyber Monday. It's got nothing to do with this portion of the video, but it is Cyber Monday. And we just had a pretty wild Black Friday, which is apparently what comes before Cyber Monday. And we managed to get all these orders out, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna sign into the computer here, and I'm gonna show you. So this month has been a crazy month on the Arbeidsbutikken e-commerce platform. So just this weekend, just today, we shipped out 42 orders, which in itself is pretty wild. And now considering that we do quite high value orders, it's really been a good business. But if we take a look at the last 30 days, so the 2nd of November until the 2nd of December, and if you're watching this in like January, you probably won't have any clue what I mean. But if you take a look at this, we have shipped 364 packages to 14 countries. So this is going global now at this point. And that's with an average order value of like 4,800 Swedish crowns. So 480 euros, $490 or something like that. So you do the math. It's been quite big business now over the last month. We're lacking a little bit though, because we're waiting for some other products. But given all of this, I think we got a pretty good order flow. So that's good. It's going well. There's big business here in Arbeidsbutikken. I think we've done a lot of different initiatives. Vidar has put together some fantastic emails and stuff like that. that is a reflection. If you're trying to run an online business, one of the things you gotta do is get on email. Email works so much better than all other platforms for this, because you can target a very relevant audience with a very relevant messaging that's tailored to what they want to see. And if you can make this a little bit, not clickbaity, but like a fun title so that it stands out in their inbox, and you can make the email look a little bit nicer, then you're gonna have a great response. And if you need any service like this, Vidar is your guy. His company can help you out with anything like that. Also, if you need any websites, hit him up. I'll leave his link in the description. But now we're gonna actually work a little bit on the Parenter app. We're working on Revenue Cat, which is how you implement paywalls inside of the app. And I've been working on this bug, I thought it was, for like half the day yesterday and just an hour now. And I realized the issue is that I haven't signed the paid apps agreement inside of App Store Connect. So it wasn't really a bug, it's just me forgetting to check if I had done the most basic thing in regards to setup. But I've done all the most advanced things, but not the basic thing, which is a little bit dumb. But that is what it is. So now we're gonna head home. We have 2 meetings this evening, and then we have a little bit of unboxing from Athlete. That makes sense, but also just goes to show that you're not really gonna find your core users on Product Hunt. But sounds good. Have a good one. But the black one does look a little bit more premium. So cool.
Yeah, that.
Okay. Athlete haul. I'm gonna try not to be distracted as my girlfriend is changing over there. So if you see me glancing over, you can't blame me. We're actually gonna move this a little bit over here. So we got a stringer, which is one of those things you wear for your gym douche. We also got a regular t-shirt, which is pretty good. We got some joggers. We got 2 hoodies, and I'm quite excited about these ones. I feel like I'm gonna feel fashionable wearing these. We're actually gonna give one a try now straight away. Outfit is one of these brands that I've been using for like years now, because I think the quality is quite good. They make good pieces that are decently priced. Give it a try. Yeah, this one's nice. Look like a real fashionista, And then a similar one, but in another color. And then lastly, we got another t-shirt. So yeah, that was my haul. I would show you what I go for my girlfriend, but that's not really appropriate. Yeah, but if you need like good gym clothes they're gonna last you, they're gonna be decently priced, then you definitely need to check out Athlete. It's no sponsor, no nothing, but yeah, it's just good stuff. Okay, so we're coming towards the end of the night here. It's currently 11:20 in the evening, and I have just submitted Parenter to App Store Review. Once you submit an app to App Store Review, what it entails is that Apple will review the app. Usually they have some type of feedback that, hey, you need to change this, or you need to clarify this, but just stuff that you need to do in order to get your app approved. It's pretty good that Apple does this actually, because it does provide a lot of safety, and it does ensure that the quality of the apps on the App Store is of a certain quality. So they don't just approve anything. You can't just submit a blank page and get it approved, and you need to go through a lot of stuff like saying what data you're saving and what you're using it for. And also, if you're saving data that you don't tell them about, that also notice this, and hey, you're using this data, why? Please let us know, so we can add it to the information about the app. So it's really good that Apple does this. Google is a little bit less stringent, but still they do a similar type of process, but Apple is a lot more detailed. So one tip, if you're gonna do this at any point when you're submitting an app, is to actually tell the person who's reviewing it. So the terms and conditions can be found in the accounts tab, delete account can be found in the accounts tab, etc., etc. Because there's a couple of things that are typically disapproved, or reasons why the app is disapproved, which is, for example, terms and conditions not being properly displayed, not being able to delete your account, not being able to manage users, and being able to chat with or connect with any user from the internet in an unrestricted way. Those are things which typically cause you to be disapproved by Apple. And we're actually releasing this now in December, the 2nd of December. We're uploading it to get it approved, because we know it's going to take a couple of rounds of Apple denying it, etc. So we have some time and some buffer between now and the release date, which is the 14th of January, in order to fix any upcoming or potential issues. So that is going to be it for today. Tomorrow we are going to have a regular day, and me and Vidar are actually going climbing in the afternoon because he's got some climbing exam. The guy's learning how to climb, so he's going to be testing it out, and I think I'm going to be the test subject. So we'll see how that works. I don't think I'm going to record too much of that today, too much of it in the day tomorrow, just because I recorded today. I recorded it in the last vlog. It gets repetitive, and I think it gets repetitive for me to edit. It gets repetitive for you to watch. It's not that interesting, but this is also, I think, why I like to put it out there, because a lot of this stuff isn't interesting. A lot of this stuff is just showing up day in, day out, sticking to your routines, sticking to the stuff that you're doing, and sticking to the stuff that you know that's going to move you forward in any type of direction. Whether that for me be launching a campaign in Arbetspredikan, whether that be sitting down and coding in the evening, all that stuff is day to day, it looks the same. So if you take today and tomorrow and the day after that, it's going to be the same process. Then if you zoom out a little bit and you look at the bigger picture, this month is going to be slightly different from next month, and that month is going to be slightly different from the next one. And same thing if you zoom out even longer, a year, a decade. If you take like how I was building apps 5 years ago and compare to it now, the level you can't even compare the two. And those small everyday steps in the micro that you manage to do when you go through that routine are what's going to allow you to level up in the macro. You can't see it in the short term. You can't see it in the micro. Today looks the same as tomorrow, like it looks the same as yesterday. But then when you take that comparison of 5 years ago, it's completely different, just because all those small steps you're taking every single day are leading you to and are going to lead you to that. So that's just the message, even though I'm not showing all that stuff tomorrow. But let's see how the climbing goes, and let's hope we don't fall down. I mean, I would like to look at a community as, and forgive me for that like business mind, but as a large funnel, where it's like you funnel a lot of people in who watch and consume your content. Some people trickle off because they're never going to be, more than viewers, and you can provide them with some value, whether that be entertainment or inspiration or whatever. Then a little bit further down that funnel, you have the people who are actually kind of like builder-alongers. They're also working on something. They want to learn a little bit. They want to, take some time to consume stuff that is relevant for their niche, and they're trying to get some more value out of it other than just being entertained for those 15 minutes that vlog or piece of content is going. Oof, YouTube. So actually today there wasn't that much to do in Arbetspredikan. I've been quite on top of the whole game in regards to packing orders and managing all that, and also I'm not doing it alone. Typically it's just today I was alone. And now you can really tell that it's slowing down a little bit for December, because there's fewer orders, there's fewer people in the store, and once you do all of these tasks you have to do, it typically leaves me with an hour or so at the end of the day where I can get some other stuff done. So I've gotten 2 things done. I've edited a video, which YouTube is at this point I'm having a little bit difficult time determining what I'm gonna do with YouTube. Like, what's the purpose of YouTube for me? For me, it's because I like to put out fun videos. I'm gonna look back at it in 30 years and enjoy it a hell of a bunch. But also, what value can I provide to the audience? Because the audience now, it's actually people like you, probably now sitting watching this, whoever you are, whatever you are, eating, but you tune into this to get some kind of value, whether that be entertainment, whether that be you want to learn something, maybe you want to be inspired by whatever the hell I am doing. Those reasons vary, and I'm just in that phase now where I'm trying to figure out, okay, what can I do to provide as much value as possible to you, the audience who's watching this, because without you, the audience, there definitely wouldn't be as much of a motivation to make these videos just for myself. So that's kind of where my head is at. If you have any ideas and stuff like that, what you want to see, what I could provide, then feel free to let me know down in the comments or hit me in the DMs on Instagram. I appreciate it a ton. But after that, we got working on some coding, and I fixed some features on Parenter, which is this app that I'm building. So we got some feedback from app review. We need to be able to report users. We need to show clear the subscription stuff, standard things. So I've just now resubmitted it. I've added some text here. A pro tip is that when you're submitting to Apple, add some text for all the things which they're typically asking for. So
Terms and conditions they're big on. Delete your account they're big on. Any purchases in regards to like, okay, how long is this gonna be for? If you purchase this subscription, how long does it last? What's the payment? When can you cancel? Those types of things. They really want you to be clear on that. And if there's user-generated content, they want you to be able to block and flag other users if they have inappropriate behavior. Those are some really big things if you're planning to release an app. Make sure you highlight those and you got those fixed. Otherwise, you're going to be resubmitting the app for approval a bunch of times. So yeah, we're going to hit the add for review and then we're going to wait and see if we get this approved. But now it is 5 o'clock exactly, which means we're going to go hit the gym. Because at Arbetspredikan, we're done for the day. Before we do that though, I should highlight that if you ever need the best protein powder there is, this is the one. What do you call it when the fruit grows up and it becomes mature to eat it? Sun matured lemons. It's fantastic. It comes from this company in Sweden, so maybe it's a little bit difficult for you to get a hold of it if you're not in Sweden. If you are, you definitely need to try this. Like, I could drink this forever. But we're gonna get this shake down as a little bit of a snack and we're gonna head to the gym. The gym is also one of those things that I struggle a little bit with. I used to be very into the gym. I used to hit it, 5-6 times a week. I would be there for like an hour and a half. I had all the powerlifting stuff. And it's quite interesting this thing with goal setting, because I had this goal of wanting to deadlift 12 plates. That's 260 kilos, hell of a lot of pounds, I don't know how many. Use some real measurements, you American people. But I then did that in November of 2022, and after that my motivation for the gym has just gone downhill. Now I just do it to stay in shape because it gives me mental clarity and because I want to look decent. So that's why I go to the gym now. But I've really struggled with that motivation a little bit afterwards, and that's why I think you need to have those goals that you can't really achieve. You need to have some goals in your life which are unattainable. You can get closer to them, but you will never fully attain them, because once you attain a goal that is, boom, this is what I'm gonna do, I think two things happen. One, you lose motivation, and two, you realize, okay, my life isn't that much better and it isn't that different compared to when I didn't or hadn't achieved this goal. So I think that's definitely something to consider once you're setting goals for yourselves, is to make it realistic, but also make it to the point where it's like, it's not never really gonna be achievable. And if you do achieve it, you're always gonna be able to push it a little bit. So for example, one of your goals can just be to be a successful app builder. Sure, you can launch an app, but is it successful? I don't know. That's up to your imagination to decide. And if you do that, you're gonna feel good once you release an app, but you're also never gonna be completely satisfied in that, okay, I released an app. Now someone calling, meeting time. Oh, yeah, I'm quite happy with everything. I like the whole strategy that we had in regards to launching and announcing it, and the pricing was good too. So yeah, I'm happy.
No, I mean yes, but I don't think we are going to need to change it.
What's up? Good morning. It's the day after from whatever clip you saw. I am working on a funny thing here. I'm gonna do like an Spotify rap, but for arborists. So it's gonna be a little bit of a meme that we're gonna put out. Spotify rap just dropped. Typically it's the biggest moment of the year, just because it's a lot of fun. You get to see everyone's, you get to show off your own. But it's such a genius move, this Spotify rap. I wrote about this like the first year it came out on this blog that I used to have, and it's like, sure, they collect all this data from you, but then they get so much free organic content from everyone reposting this on their stories all over the place. Now we're gonna check on Vidar, who's out here running a winch. We got issues, huh? But so Vidar and I have started this business, I don't have it in there, which is Wiki on a stick. It's the whole of Wikipedia on one USB stick, and now we've ordered what we think is too many posters.
Probably.
We were
Too big, right?
I don't know where we put these. They're split up like that.
All right, that's. I thought we ordered like 100.
This seems like it's a lot more, no?
Some nice stickers.
Happy New Year. Okay.
All
Promising.
right. It's promising, but we also noticed the typo the day after we got the order.
I have a typo on my other posters too. People don't read them; they just look at the pictures.
Yeah.
We're all good.
Don't let the dyslexic person write the copy. All right, here we go.
Shit, I think they look nice.
Yeah, that's all right actually.
Wow, Prepper's Delight.
Prepper's Delight.
So I guess we'll be plastering these all over Stockholm City trying to get some people to buy these before New Year's. It's quite a good last-minute Christmas present, so it'll be fun if we can sell a couple now this next week. But maybe we do that this weekend. Try to put some up. All right. End of the day. We're taking a quick tour to Täby Centrum, to the Apple store, where we're going to pick up a birthday gift for my brother. Quite a nice one actually. I'll show you what it is when we get there.
After oss 20 minuter tror jag.
Okay, so what did I get my brother? As you may or may not know, I have a younger brother who's turning 24 in about a week. He's a super smart guy, studies hard, works hard. He hasn't taken out any student loans or anything. He's got his own apartment, and all this is just funded through his work at a clothing company where he's been the store manager. So it's quite an impressive feat having gone through school with no debt whatsoever, and he's been funding it all by himself. So that's pretty cool. But he doesn't have that much money to spare for these sort of things. So actually, I got him a brand new M4 MacBook Pro. Now, did I have to get him this? No, of course not. It's quite a nice gift. It's definitely the most expensive gift I've ever given or received. It's like $2,200 or something like that. But if there's anyone who deserves it, it's definitely him. Because he needs this, he's doing a lot of DJ stuff, he's studying, and then in around May of 2025 he will be done with his whole studies. He will have a master's degree and a bachelor's degree from one of the best universities in Sweden, which is pretty cool. So it was definitely something that he deserves, and definitely something that will be put to good use by him. And also, this is a business expense. I'm taking this on my company. Of course, I could have bought something for myself, but I already have a nice spec'd computer. I got a camera, which is pretty good. I don't really need any more stuff like this. And as you may or may not know, at the end of a fiscal year, it's quite good to, or it can be beneficial to buy stuff for the surplus, the profit that you have, instead of just keeping it in the company. Because this, if I would have had to buy this privately, I would have had to pay profit, tax on the profit I made in my company. I would have had to make a payout to myself, or I would have had to pay either a tax for the company if I did it as dividends, or I would have had to pay an employer tax as well as then my personal income tax, and then I would have to pay VAT on this. So you see, buying it on the company is very beneficial, and that's why I did it that way. So $2,500 on the company is equivalent to spending, $1,200 privately. So it's quite a big difference. But that's what I got him, and I hope he's gonna be happy. I'm sure he will. But with that, we're actually gonna call an end to this video. Without further ado, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.